Today's video is me reacting to Business Insider's What It Takes to Survive Coast Guard Boot Camp. Hi, I'm Kylie, just another Army vet.
157! 156! 155! 153!
This is Coast Guard Boot Camp.
Already this is looking like it's the Navy or something.
Before they get to serve in the United States Coast Guard, all recruits have to graduate from the Coast Guard's 8-week basic training program.
Get louder than that! Oh my God! 8 weeks. I think the Navy is also 8 weeks as well, if I'm correct.
It is a small portion of the youth of this nation that are at least attempting to raise their hand and do something bigger than themselves.
Basic training happens at United States Coast Guard Training Center Cape May, located at the southernmost point of New Jersey. But before they get to Cape May, all incoming recruits report to the USO Lounge at the Philadelphia airport.
USO lounges are located at almost every major airport in the United States. Atlanta has one, probably LAX, where you can take a nap, you can get a snack, watch TV, read. They have free things for you, and it is a nice little getaway from the airport. All you have to do is just show them your military ID.
It's where they spend their final moments before beginning their journeys as Coast Guardsmen.
Why am I doing this? I don't have a ton of money, man. I don't come from money, so I couldn't really afford school. So this kind of seemed like my only option to do this without accruing a large amount of debt.
School is a big incentive for joining the military. The post 9/11 GI Bill you can get. And then when you're also in your units, use TA, which is tuition assistance, so you can get money to take classes, which is a good deal.
This is the last non-stressful meeting you're going to have for the next several weeks. It's a learning experience. Their teaching methods are just a tad different than what you're used to. They're going to walk into a world that's very different for them. It's going to be very intense, so that when they go out into the fleet, stations, and cutters, that they're ready to help and ready to perform.
Okay, Coast Guard, tough 8 weeks ahead of you. What's the motto of the Coast Guard?
Semper Paratus!
I can't hear you!
Semper Paratus!
It's sad when the older veteran is louder than you.
These new recruits have about 2 hours to get ready for what happens the second their bus ride is over.
Every military member and veteran will always remember the bus ride to reception at basic training, and then of course getting off the bus and meeting your drill sergeants or drill instructors or company commanders or whatever you call them. I think the Coast Guard calls them company commanders.
Obviously there's a shock and awe factor to it.
Do it now, aye aye!
Today, the Coast Guard has more than 40,000 men and women on active duty, and over 30,000 more serving in reserve and auxiliary capacities. And it all begins here. On a cold week in November, we spent 4 days at Training Center Cape May, allowing us to observe different companies at various stages of the 8-week boot camp. First, the new recruits are issued uniforms.
Next in line. Come on this way.
And after a medical exam and standard vaccinations, the male recruits get a free haircut.
Free haircut? The Army, they charge you like $7 or $8.
Then, it's time for the initial physical fitness assessment, where the recruits have to do as many push-ups and sit-ups as they can in 1 minute. Finally, there's a 1.5 mile run. Male recruits have 14 minutes to finish the run. Female recruits have 17 minutes. Not every recruit passes on their first try, but they do get another chance.
The Army also has an initial PT test that you have to take at reception before you move on to the real boot camp basic training.
5 minutes to finish this test. Most of you should finish in less than 3 minutes.
All Coast Guard recruits have to pass a 3-part swimming test.
Go ahead, step to the edge.
First, jumping into the pool from a 6-foot platform.
Step off.
then a 100-meter swim. And last, they have to tread water for 5 minutes.
The Army does not do any kind of swim test, and I don't think the Air Force or the Space Force does either. But obviously the Coast Guard does, and the Navy, and I believe the Marines do as well.
It's time for lunch, or as it's known at Cape May, chow. But chow isn't a time for relaxation or chatting with your fellow recruits.
What is it?
In fact, it's the complete opposite.
Oh, move your feet! How about you move a little faster, man? No? That's not where you sit! That's not where you sit! You have someone right there telling you where to go!
It should be one of the most relaxing times they have, you would think, but that is when all eyes are on them.
You're not special, and you didn't shave last night like we told you. A razor never touched your face.
You probably think that you get a little break from the company commanders, but when you go to your seats, the company commanders are staring you down and they're asking you questions.
I don't specifically remember this at Army boot camp, or at least the reception. It was quick and eat, but it was not as crazy as once we got to actually boot camp and trying to eat. If this is still reception, then this is a little more intense than Army reception. I'll give the Coast Guard that one.
Tell me about Commodore Bertov.
Before they can eat, recruits are randomly stopped by company commanders and tested on required Coast Guard knowledge.
Go away, Davis.
The Army, we do get this smart book, and you're given as soon as you get off the bus at reception, and there's things in it you have to know. There's some history, military time, general orders, rank structure, the soldier's creed, warrior ethos, and I have a video right here that will tell you exactly what you should know before you go to Army basic training. And I would say that half of the things in the list would also apply to the other branches like Coast Guard, Navy, Marines, Space Force, Air Force. And yes, in the Army, the drill sergeants will stop you and randomly quiz you, especially when you're waiting in line for things. If you don't know, then they'll make you do push-ups or other fun exercises.
Recruits who answer correctly are allowed to pass and eat their meals.
Carry on. Tell me about Douglas Monroe. It's not on the deck. Start writing.
Aye, Betty After Greenwell!
Start writing. Start writing. Start writing.
Those who fail to answer correctly are ordered to document their mistakes on a performance tracker, which is collected and reviewed every day by their company commander.
A performance tracker. Of course the Coast Guard does that. No, the Army, you just pay right then and there. You're not writing things down. What the?
It just goes to show you that there is no downtime in basic training. It's a sense of urgency in everything we do.
Carry on.
Betty After Greenwell! Ah! You don't respond to carry on!
And as boot camp goes on, it doesn't get any easier outside the galley.
Okay.
We're going outside to play some games because of some stuff that you did.
If an individual recruit makes a mistake in boot camp, the entire company pays for it.
If a drill sergeant or company commander ever says something like that, you know you're in a world of hurt. Yeah.
This is what I don't understand. I don't understand why we're in week 06. We still have gear adrift in our damn squad bays. We still can't push in the hooks on our freaking racks, our laundry hooks. I'm glad you agree. Fire, fire, fire.
Fire, fire, fire!
When recruits hear their company commander say fire, 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 it often means they're about to get smoked.
Find some real estate.
The smoke sessions, if you will, are the physical exertion of energy to reinstill to them that what they were doing was not the correct thing.
In other words, it's corrective training.
Straight out in front of you.
So the weapon they have, that's only about 7 pounds, give or take, assuming it's not a dummy weapon. In that case, it might be a little more.
Their squad bays, their racks weren't made properly. Just little minute attention to detail things that they should know as week 06 recruits, and so they got punished for it.
They're 6 weeks into the, 8 weeks? So yeah, that's just basic stuff that they should know already.
Getting smoked it's rough.
It's hard to push through sometimes, but at the end of it, you feel better because you made it through. You feel like it makes you stronger.
Yeah, that looks like those are M16s, so they're about 7 pounds.
Oh, did we lose count? Do we need to start over? Usually in this week of training, we don't really discipline them as much, but we still have to uphold standards, and if they're not meeting those standards, then that's when we use these tools. Have we had enough? We need to be just as tough as the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy. We have to also be held up to that standard as well.
Minute 2-6 probation on the quarterdeck.
Recruits who don't meet the standards of their company commanders are put on probation, which is signified by wearing a red belt.
Are you even using your brain press?
You get put on probation when you're like falling behind the company, you have like an attitude problem. You wear a red belt that says, I need special attention.
Yeah, those are actually called PT belts. You put them on your waist or chest when you're outside doing physical activity so you don't get run over by a car, even if you're on a track or something.
I need extra help. I need you to put the spotlight on me for a couple days.
Recruits in need of even more motivation enter a program known as RAMP, which stands for Recruit Attitude Motivational Program. Recruits in RAMP are required to wear a red vest.
RAMP is a program we have in place for the recruits who don't seem to grasp the basic fundamentals of getting on board and aligning themselves with the Coast Guard core values.
No idea what I'm watching here. It's just this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I don't remember anything like this in the Army. The only thing I remember is at reception, once in a while you would see someone wearing a road guard vest because they were like a suicide risk, and they would have no shoelaces, and they would have to have a battle buddy with them at all times. I don't know what the Coast Guard is doing here.
Get over here, Wentler! Get over here, Wentler! I don't understand why the hell everyone is counting but you. And then you cross that threshold when I can see you, then you start doing the right thing. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Chair sit. Chair sit. Feet shoulder width apart right now. Doing the right thing even when no one's looking.
True. But if you get caught, that means you're not trying hard enough. Just saying.
Shut your mouth! So take it. Tell me exactly why. Why you think it's okay to do whatever the hell you want, and then someone sees you, and then wake up! Time for me to start doing the right thing. Not good to go. Not good to go. Get upright. Fly away from me.
In addition to undergoing intense physical and psychological challenges, the recruits actually spend the bulk of their time in the classroom.
The Coast Guard basic training is heavy in academics. It's almost, we use the term sometimes that it's like drinking information through a fire hose.
I think the Navy is similar in terms of how academic it is, and I think the Air Force and probably the Space Force too is probably also similar. I think the Air Force though is a little more physical than the Navy and Coast Guard boot camps, I believe.
Recruits are trained to fight fires. This so-called wet room is used to simulate a fire on a Coast Guard cutter. The recruits are trained in marksmanship.
I think those are 9 mils that they're firing, most likely. So that's funny though, because they were doing the corrective training with the M16s. But I don't think they train with M16s at all. Maybe it's just a corrective training device or something. If that is the case, maybe those were just dummy rifles that we saw for that smoke session earlier in the video. Not sure.
And seamanship.
Everybody get your lanyards out really quick.
While filming in this class,
come up through.
One recruit gestured towards our camera. An officer spotted this, and while the recruit was privately reprimanded for the offense, the entire company would have to pay the price.
You people want to act like actual crazy people all day at seamanship? I got a tool for that. 200 seconds, back online with a full canteen, go. Fly, 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 little blue blurs, little blue blurs.
Oh, I thought they were saying fly, 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 little blue birds, but I think she was actually saying fly, 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 little blue blurs. I think maybe that's what she was saying. So, what was she saying? Little blue birds or little blue blurs? Either one is funny.
Feet shoulder width apart right now.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Get your canteens above your skulls. You people have absolutely no self-discipline. Absolutely no self-discipline. So you're just gonna remind yourselves, we have no self-discipline. Go!
We have no self-discipline! We have no self-discipline! We have no self-discipline!
Get your biceps to your ear! Get your biceps to your ear!
We have no
Scream your face off!
One thing about the military is group punishment. If you do something dumb, stupid, then everyone pays for it. This is even after you go to your unit and after you're done basic training. Part of being in the military, so get used to it.
Hey Lindsay, you taking a nice little break now that I turned my back?
No, that's good!
Hey, let's add a few minutes for that there, Victor. Thank you, shipmate. Thank you.
It's not that hard. Once she's not looking, that's when you can take the break. Or you can just do the right thing. I'm just saying, I'm only saying one company commander roaming around yelling.
We have no self-discipline.
You might think a small water bottle with water in it isn't that heavy, but after 20 minutes, your shoulders kind of get a little heavy, and once the sweat starts dripping in your eyes, you want to definitely put it down.
Yes, yeah, that would suck. I completely agree with it. At least you're not doing front back goes or burpees or something in the sand. This could be a lot worse.
Ears.
Open!
Ears!
Open!
Drop the canteens.
Before graduation, recruits receive their orders for where they'll be stationed after they leave Cape May.
Davis! Where'd you want to go, Davis? Let us know. You're going all the way across to Hawaii.
I don't remember getting orders to go to my first duty station until after basic training and when we were about to graduate from medic school.
Recruits can request the region or district where they'd prefer to be stationed after graduation.
I would want to be stationed anywhere warm. I cannot stand the cold. Oh, I hate the cold. How about you guys? Would you rather be someplace cold or hot? Just drop that in the comments.
Their requests aren't always granted.
Where'd you want to go?
California!
You're going to Alabama!
On the Friday of week 8, the recruits are ready for graduation. Friends and family gather for their first glimpse of the recruits since the beginning of boot camp.
They feel joy and accomplishment. They know that they have done something that is physically and emotionally challenging. They feel satisfied that they've done that. Their parents are impressed because many times the parents see them for the first time as an adult.
So they didn't show any kind of final culminating event like the Navy has battle stations, the Army Victory Forge, and the Marines have the Crucible, but does the Coast Guard have something like that? I'm not sure. They didn't show it. Hey, if you know, drop that in the comments. This video will be part of my reaction playlist right here. If you got any value from this video, then please smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, signing out.